us too, I guess, with the earlier training time?
Yeah, it is what it is at the moment. We've got to make do, and I think the club and the trust and everyone's sort of working pretty hard to make it all fit in. And good to be out here.
Have you, in terms of training here at the SCG this year, have you noticed any difference? Like, are you on here any less now, or are you still able to keep up the same amount of sessions?
No, we have. We've been able to keep up the same amount of sessions, which has been fantastic. So, as I said, it's just something that we've got to work through at the moment, and everyone's doing a pretty good job at getting us out there, because we haven't missed any sessions out here, and it's good to be back.
You're coming across the boys from the other codes more often now, or?
No, to be honest, no. Occasionally see them walking between Fox Studios and the old SFS, but not too often.
Are you worried about that turnaround of the field and the conditions when it's brought back to you guys? Not
really, no. It is what it is. As I said, we train here twice a week, sometimes 3 times, and we make do. It's the same for both teams, so could be a lot worse.
Are you worried about the 0-2 start?
I'm more worried about that than I am the turf. So it's something that we just need to work hard to try and turn around. It is still pretty early in the season. Confident we can get back to basics and make amends for that 0-2 start. There's still a lot of footy to play, but there's no science to it. We've just got to put our head down, bum up, and grind away.
Sorry, Josh. What's the major issue as far as you're concerned there? What's kind of been missing, if anything, there?
Oh, look, it's never one thing. It never has been. It's always a combination of things. But at the end of the day, I think the basics. If you look at the game on the weekend, I think Adelaide, throughout the course of the game, were able to execute the basics a lot better than us, and that proved the difference in the end. I think we were able to rectify a lot in terms of our contested ball and stuff around the midfield, which we were smacked the week before, which was good. But we need all those facets of the game working together to get the win.
I know you never want to be in this situation, you never planned to be in this situation, but the fact that you have been here before and you've turned it around, can you draw on sort of the attitude that you showed in those previous times to help you this time?
Yeah, absolutely. It's part of our history, and a lot of the players that are going out there on the weekend were part of that. So, as I said, we know what it takes, and trying to strip it back and work hard. It's no secret, but hopefully we can draw on that and turn it around.
And does that mean a big role for a lot of the experienced players to, impart that on the younger guys and keep them relaxed and keep them positive?
Yeah, I'm not sure relaxed is the right word. I mean, we want to be on edge. We're not happy with the 0-2 start. I think it's in terms of the confidence to be able to not drop our bundle, not drop your head, and be able to focus on the job at task, and know that things in this game can turn around pretty quickly. That's the main message that we get out of our start to the year 2 years ago.
What do you made of the Blues so far? They've been haven't won yet, but
no, but they've been ultra competitive.
Yeah.
Certainly not taking them lightly, and they're a really improved side from last year, and it's going to be a good game. I think they're number 4 in the comp at contested possession. The way that they move the ball from defence through the forward 50s, and the top echelon of the comp as well. So they're a much improved side, and we're going to have to be right on.
Talking about that contested ball, we can't go past the game against the Blues without talking about yourself and Patrick Cripps there in the middle. Two of the best contested ball winners in the league, I guess. When you come up against him, like, I know he's a lot younger than you, but he is one of the guns of the comp.
Oh, no doubt. He's one of, if not the best at it in the comp at the moment. The contested ball, and especially around stoppages. So for our midfield group, it's going to be a huge task in trying to nullify his impact on the game, but working together to make sure that we can match it with him in there.
What do you make of young Sam Walsh so far there?
Sorry?
What do you make of young Sam Walsh there?
Walsh? Yeah, mate, he's fantastic. He looks like he's played 100 games already. The way that he, takes to the big stage, and the way that he takes the game on, he certainly doesn't lack any confidence, and his ability to cover the ground's first class.
What about the 6'6" centre bounces? Have you noticed anything over the first couple of games about the different sorts of pressure, not having that pressure from the wings and all that sort of stuff yet, or is it taking time to?
I think the main one is that momentum within games and finding different ways to slow that down. Obviously, historically, you'd send one back or two back to try and stem the flow of opposition goals. But I guess from the inside perspective, it's you still feel like it's you versus them. It's 4-on-4 in there. Not too much has changed.
The height of the stakes, though, fair bit for you blokes, knowing that...
Yeah, it does. It certainly does. It puts a lot more emphasis on those centre clearances, as I said, with regards to the momentum and ability to play the game in your half. Now that you've got the even numbers there, you can generally lock it in there a lot easier and play the game in your half, which goes a long way to winning the game.
What has been made about the young guys and trying to get them to go to that next level? I mean, how are they holding up? They probably haven't got this criticism before. How are some of those younger guys holding up with a bit of criticism on their game?
Yeah, really well. I mean, it's as I sort of mentioned at the start of the interview. This is a game that can be pretty ruthless, but it can change pretty quickly. And the kids are all working really hard, as well as the senior players working really hard to turn it around. And I know that it can turn pretty quickly. And they're all great characters. They've got great resilience and can turn it around pretty quickly. And once they go on a run, they're pretty hard to stop.
Isaac's probably had a couple of down weeks based on his usual sort of output, but I think he's got an excuse there with his ankle that he's been struggling with since pre-season. Are you expecting him to run more in midfield as the season wears on a little bit, and I guess as he gets over that injury?
Yeah, definitely. He's someone that can have a really big impact for us when he's at his best, no doubt about it. He's such a damaging player, whether it's forward, whether it's through the midfield. He's got so many assets to his game. So yeah, we need him to really step up and hopefully get his body right and continue to work through the midfield, but also have a huge impact forward for us.
Does it look like he's battling a little bit with that ankle? It's obviously been bugging him for a little while since the second JLT game. Oh,
it's hard to say. I mean, once he sort of puts his hand up, says he's okay, and you expect that that's the case. I think it could be causing a few more issues, but on the whole, I think it's something that can turn around pretty quickly, and he can just one game, a bit of confidence, and he'll be hitting the ground running.
How the sleeping patterns is at the moment with the new bum?
Not too bad. I've got a very understanding wife, and I'm very fortunate that she has taken a lot of the load in terms of the night watch, I guess, and the mother-in-law too. So no complaints from that front.
I know there's probably a few calls that you might have thought you should have got paid your way on last Friday, but has discipline been a focus this week? Like trying to tighten up a few areas there with the amount of free kicks that went against you last week.
Yeah, definitely. I think from through the middle of the ground, I think we conceded 10 free kicks from stoppages, which resulted in Adelaide clearances. So that's a big number over the course of the game, and we need to certainly look at the discipline in there and getting that down as low as we can. As I said, those clearances now with the 6-6-6 throughout the course of the game can make a big difference. So we need to have a look at that.
And did that higher count come as a result of adjusting to those new rules, or was it because you were, the side was so keen to, be all over things, after the week before against the Bulldogs? Was it just too much energy?
Yeah, I think it was more the latter. And there's obviously a little bit of technique, a little bit of attitude, all those things that you need to address, and you don't want to be giving easy clearances away to the opposition. So we'll look at that and try and rectify it this week.
You're still building that sort of chemistry with Papley's, I guess, a new guy in there, Mills at some stages, between you guys as a midfield?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Paps was fantastic on the weekend, apart from giving away a few free kicks. But he was awesome, especially with the centre clearances. Millsy in there, Isaac, Ollie Florent, all these guys that are coming through. Zach Jones. The building chemistry is a big part of it. I thought we were really, really good on the weekend with the way that we were able to go both sides of the footy. So hopefully that can continue to get better.
How's Kieran, Jack?
Kizza? Yeah, really well. He's had a couple of hit-outs in the reserves, and he's looked sharp. I played on him last week at training and felt like he was back to his best in terms of the way he moved. So it's just a matter of time now before he can get his game time up, feel confident in his body, and feel confident with his match fitness, and hopefully we can see him back.
We play this weekend.
I'm not sure about this weekend. I think there is still a bit of time for him to get his match fitness right up to where it needs to be. But once he does that, then it's in the coach's hands and his hands.
What about Tommy McCartan? He's put his hand up as well.
Yeah, Tommy McCartan. He's obviously a great player, great competitor. Played really well on the weekend. So coaching staff have got a couple of decisions to make there.